Zoom, 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 let go.
What up, what up, what up? You can't see me here today, back again. You already know what it is. Rimworld, Alpha 13. We are back. Rimworld is a colony builder simulator by Tynan and Sylvester. You crash land on a planet, you're stranded, you gotta build a colony and survive. So, you choose an AI storyteller and you choose a difficulty level and they tell a story based on throwing things that happen at you. Then you select a world. It's kind of like a seed. Then you have to choose your landing site, which is what we're doing right now. You can choose the size. I'm going large. And then when you choose your landing site, you have to pick basically the different type of terrain, whether it's desert, whether it's tundra, or whether it's just a regular plain. So whether it be very cold or very hot. And then that'll depict the stone types, how much rainfall there is, and the growing season. So we're gonna go with somewhere that has a year-round growing season, and also how much mountainous or how mountainous it is, which will help to do with how much you mine, or it's very plainous how much you grow. So we're gonna do, instead of picking a growing period where you can't grow anymore, we're gonna do a year-round growing cycle for this one. And we're gonna see how that rolls. So okay, I'm gonna go somewhere over here. All right, then you get to the point where you choose your characters. They have different skills, they have different health issues, some have gunshots, some have none. They have different backstories, which will also affect their traits. They can be lazy, they can be smart, slothful, they'd be better with weapons. And they also have relationships in this one. So someone might have been married to one of the other people, a brother, a sister. So you also want to try to balance your skills. I try not to get skills with all three people because you start with three that are the same. Want to have like maybe someone who's good with social, good with medicine, good with cooking, because they're going to be maybe healing people more. Then maybe have someone who's good with growing, mining, or growing, crafting, and then they're doing research. A person who's good with shooting, so they can defend. And while they're not shooting, they may be doing construction and mining. So we're going to, well, I'm going to look through this. This can take a while sometimes as you're really trying to find your person. So I'm going to do this, go ahead and speed this up so we can jump into the game, y'all. But it's a great part and a big part of the game. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay. The three of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown rim world. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Shout out to my gamers, shout out to my peoples, man. Love y'all, you know who you are. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you check in, man. Follow, keep up. So these are my three people that we pick. Kimmy, Burger, and Decker. You also have an animal that you start with. It's usually a dog, but it can be something else. And you can check on the status of it, their health, their needs, their training. You can train them. Dogs are the best because they can be trained to attack. They can also be trained to haul items because you have to haul items. The dog already has a bond. The relationships are also with people and animals. So the dog has a bond with Kimmy. So let's look around and see what's in our area before we really get started. I seen some buffalo up there. Buffalo like the alien buffalo. Something green. Ooh, jade. That's new. Jade, get over here. Let's see, a lot of planes down here. Okay, here goes some deer, and they all have male and female animals, so animals can reproduce when you tame them. You have to tame them, and then they can be a part of your colony. Okay, silver ore down there. Oh, what's this? Ooh, a cougar. Cougar is new. They actually added a lot of animals too, and they added predators, so I'm pretty sure a cougar is a predator. Oh, grizzly bear. Yeah, that's new too. And I'm sure that they, the new predators, they can eat. Animals can eat off of other animals, other mammals, and they can chew off body parts and gnaw it. Yeah. So that's a boom rat. Boom rat used to look like little squirrels just about, but they basically go boom if you shoot them. They will explode and start fires. Let's see, components. Components are a new part. You need components when you're in the building process sometimes. Okay. Compacted machinery. Okay. That's cool. So you mine compacted machinery. That helps with building certain things as well. Ooh, a grizzly bear. So I want to kind of build over in this area, but because this is new, I don't know if the grizzly bear just start attacking you out the gate. Yeah, Kimmy's good with social, shooting, melee, medicine, and animals. With the taming, she's good with construction. Decker is good with, what's Decker good with? Animals, construction. Okay, Burger Sarah is good with construction, animals. It's a little bit of overlap, but they have enough differences. What I like to do is give my best shooter the rifle. You start with 3 weapons. So give my best shooter the rifle, my second best shooter the pistol. My third best shooter will get the dagger. Or if they're just good with melee, because sometimes they don't have a skill at all, they'll get the dagger. Sometimes they're not a fighter. Sometimes they won't have use for any skill, you know, any of all of the skills. They may not be able to construct at all. They may not be able to shoot at all. They may not be able to research at all. So sometimes they have a total X'd out skill. It just depends on the person. Like this guy can't mine Kimiko. And then you can also choose the way they react. That's what I'm doing right now. The way they react when an enemy or an attacker is near. In the old versions, someone would start attacking and they would just sit there and keep doing what they're doing. If they were harvesting food and a wild, a wild warthog, it's not a warthog, but a wild warthog was coming attacking, they just sit there and keep going. They wouldn't hide, they wouldn't run. And they get ate up and killed, or some raiders come, because raiders would come and they would try to shoot you up, and they would just sit there and let it happen. So they put it in there where you can choose what they do, and when they sense danger, they dip. So that's a good thing. All right. Okay, now you set people's priorities. This is another thing you should see. They'll do things automatically or with their own little priority level, but if you set it manually, you can choose. First of all, it goes from left to right with higher priority. If you got firefighting, you got patient doctoring, and then there's a certain skill that affects that priority. So like flicking, wardening, handling, cooking, hunting, constructing, growing, mining. So you set the priority level, 1 being the highest priority, 4 being the lowest. And they'll do all the things that's 1 from left to right. So if fire breaks out, they're all gonna go put out the fire. If someone's hurt, they're gonna worry about being a patient. And on the flip side, the doctor person will worry about doctoring them sooner or getting bed rest. And so you kind of want to lay this out by the skills. So for instance, Decker is a 5 with cooking. I'm going to make them a cook. So I'm going to make 1 as priority. So when there's nothing to firefight, when he's not a patient, when he's not flicking, he's going to be cooking. Then I may make construction a 1. So when he doesn't have anything else to cook, or if I set a limit, they'll go to the next task. And you kind of balance this out, and then he'll do everything that's 1 from left to right. Then you start setting the 2s, you start setting the 3s, so that'll set up their priorities. So I may say I want him to smith and to craft, and when none of that is when there's no more to do from those tasks, then they'll go hunt, or then they'll go repair. So you kind of think about this as well in your planning when you're setting their priorities. So I really just want them to cook, hunt, construct right now. Probably mine as well. It's really nothing to tailor. Oh, definitely grow and plant, cut, because we're going to need food soon. But right now I'm worried about building the structure, worried about getting them beds. We're not going to worry so much about the other things right now. I'm going to have a person researching. But like I said, we're gonna do these early elements first. Get some food going. Get a growing zone. Get the stockpile. Get the butcher table. Get the cook stove. We want to get those things going first, and also have someone to haul. Okay. So we're gonna put the cook stove here. This is the fuel stove, so you use wood. I'm gonna do like a little caddy corner system. As long as they have enough room I'm gonna put a stockpile right here too. That way when they cook, they'll put the food right there so that they can just grab it and eat. They don't have to go that far. Then I'm gonna do my butcher stove. This is what I was talking about, doing the little caddy corner system. As long as they have enough room to stand there and it turns green, you're good as far as space. Don't really worry about space. Now, if things are in the floor like rocks, it does slow them down when they're crossing over it. But in the kitchen, what I'm gonna do right here is put a little dumping stockpile. That way, when they kill animals, see, I'm making it, you can choose what you put in these piles. So I disabled everything and I'm gonna put corpses there. So the only thing they'll dump right there is corpses and animal corpses. Animal corpses. Corpses like they in school. So yes, they'll dump corpses there. And then when I expand, I'll make a bigger stockpile. I'm gonna put the beds in here. I'm gonna get rid of that wall. I'm gonna let them go. They need to start, come on people. They need to start breaking down these walls, deconstructing and building some of these other walls. So yes, we get to see how people go. Been in the planning phases for a while. Gonna let them do some work. Work, 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 work. Okay. So you see they're adding things to the stockpile. And my dog running around. I might need to hunt some of them warhogs. It's like a little pack over there. Now, sometimes you attack though, and then they start attacking you. Yeah, we got to grow some plants. So we need to start growing food. So I'm gonna go ahead, and this is gonna be a growing zone. And what I'm gonna do, I just want to build up a lot of food. And then I'm gonna make a freezer, because once you make a freezer and it's free and it freezes, you know, the food will stay forever. But it will spoil if you don't freeze it. But yeah, we just want to make, before I've tried growing lots of different things, and I will at some point, but right now I'm gonna just grow one product. If it's just potato, we're gonna have a whole boatload of potatoes. So you got corn, you got hay grass, rice, cotton plant when we're ready to start doing clothing. You got trees, hill root. Oh, I need to do some hill root. You do want to do the hill root because they have like five different tiers of medicine. You got herbal, you just got like regular, like this weak medicine. You got like the medicine that's more like the pharmaceutical, what you have in the, you know, the doctor's office or in the pharmacies. And that's what you come with when you first crash land. So yeah, I'm gonna grow some hill root. When you start, you can choose one plant. You can just do one plant, but you definitely, or one crop for food, but you definitely want to do hill root. It used to be called zergium last time, but I guess zergium was too hard to pronounce. So it's called hill root. They changed that for Alpha 13. Okay. And they'll do whatever preparation is necessary for whatever you're asking them to build, whether it's trees and they're chopping it down to plant, or whether it's when they have to build a wall, they'll chop down any trees, haul any rocks, whatever it takes to get the job done, they're gonna do it. So we have a structure. At some point I'm gonna, okay, and then you see they closed it off. So that's why the lights went out. So I'm gonna have to put a light in there. I'm expanding this potato growing zone. I'm just gonna have mad food. And until you make hay, the animals eat hay, and then some of your carnivorous animals will eat meat. Wild animals will actually come over and eat off your crops. So at some point I'm gonna have to like block it off or wall it off. Maybe even set some traps. or kill the animal. Maybe good bait. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I think this is a good place to bring this one to a close. Rimworld Alpha 13. On the next one, we will build either a solar generator or a fuel generator so we can provide power to this room. Then maybe clean up the room, maybe add some floors and things of that nature. So you can see me, Rimworld Alpha 13. Thank you for rocking with me. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Leave those comments, man. And above all things, you know what you must do, right? Make your next move your best move. Peace.
You can see me, your favorite gamer.
First on the track. Zoom, 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 let go. Zoom, 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 let go.